It may sound strange, but cats don't always want to be touched continuously. At first, they might really enjoy it purring, leaning in, even rubbing their head against your hand. But after a while, that pleasant feeling can quickly turn into discomfort. Has-shown cats get overstimulated from petting. The tricky part is that cats rarely say it outright like we do. Before they bite, they usually give off very subtle signals. Their ears may tilt back slightly, their tail starts flicking quickly, the skin on their back ripples, or their body becomes tense. If you ignore these signs and keep petting, a cat may give a light bite as a way of saying, "Stop, I've had enough." This isn't aggression, it's communication. In a cat's world, it's like a built-in limit button. Once you cross it, they have to react. Understanding this helps you avoid getting bitten and build a better relationship with your cat. Instead of petting nonstop, pay attention to their body language and stop at the right moment. Hash 2. Your cat thinks your hand is a toy. This often starts with a very harmless habit. You use your hands to play with a kitten. When they're young, they'll paw at, gently bite, and grab your hand like it's prey, and you find it cute. But over time, this behavior doesn't go away, it just gets stronger. By instinct, cats are hunters. When they see something moving like your fingers or hand, their brain automatically switches into hunt mode. They don't distinguish between your hand and a toy, they just see a moving target. So the bite isn't a sign of anger, it's part of play. The problem is, a cat's claws and teeth aren't just for fun the way you might think. As they grow, their bite gets stronger, their reflexes get faster, and it starts to hurt. If you've ever let your cat bite your hand during play, you've unintentionally taught them that it's okay. And once this habit forms, they'll keep repeating it whenever they want to play. The solution is simple. Don't use your hands as toys. Switch to wand toys, balls, or moving toys so your cat learns that human hands are not prey. Hash 3. It's a warning. Not all bites are the same. Some aren't meant to hurt, they're simply your cat's way of saying, "I'm not comfortable anymore." Cats are highly sensitive to their space and emotions. When they feel bothered, pressured, or just not in the mood to interact, they usually don't react by attacking right away. Instead, they give warning signals first, turning their head away, avoiding you, flattening their ears, thumping their tail, or tensing their body. If these signals are ignored, the cat moves to the next step, a light bite. Think of it as a final warning before they become truly upset or defensive. The important thing is, this kind of bite isn't bad behavior, it's communication. Cats don't have words, so they use actions to set boundaries. If you learn to recognize and respect these signals, you'll rarely get bitten. But if you keep pushing, holding, petting, or interacting when your cat doesn't want to, the bites can become stronger over time. Learning to notice these warnings early helps you avoid conflict and makes your cat feel safer around you. Hash 4. And sometimes, it's actually a sign of affection. It may sound surprising, but some cats will give gentle bites when they feel comfortable and bonded with you. This is often called a love bite, a behavior that comes from how cats interact with each other. In the cat world, licking, headbutting, and even light biting are ways they communicate and build social bonds. When your cat does this to you, it may see you as part of its family. These bites are usually very gentle, not painful, and come with positive signals like snuggling, purring, or a completely relaxed body. Sometimes, cats will lick and then lightly nibble, something they commonly do when grooming each other. That said, the line between a love bite and an irritated bite can be very thin. If you keep interacting for too long, your cat's mood can shift, and what started as a gentle nibble may turn into a warning. So it's important to look at the full picture, the context, body language, and the strength of the bite. A soft bite, paired with relaxation, is usually affectionate. But if there's tension, it's a different story. Understanding this difference helps you avoid misunderstandings and appreciate your cat's unique way of showing love. Hash 5. Your cat is stressed or uncomfortable. Not every bite is about play or affection. Sometimes, it's a sign that something isn't right. Your cat may be stressed, anxious, or even in pain. Cats are very good at hiding problems. When they feel unwell, they rarely complain in obvious ways. Instead, their behavior changes. They may become more irritable, more sensitive to touch, or react more strongly than usual, including biting. For example, if you touch a sore or painful area, your cat may instinctively bite to protect itself. Or if something in their environment changes, loud noises, strangers, a new pet, they may become stressed and more easily upset. The key point is this. If your cat suddenly starts biting more often, especially without a clear reason, you should pay attention. It could be an early warning sign of a physical or emotional issue. In this case, scolding or punishing your cat won't help. In fact, it can make things worse. Instead, observe carefully, reduce possible stressors, and if needed, take your cat to the vet. Sometimes, a bite isn't bad behavior. It's a cry for help your cat can't express in words. #6 Your cat wants you to stop immediately. Sometimes, it's simpler than you think. Your cat bites because it wants you to stop doing something. Maybe you're holding it too tightly, petting the wrong spot, or bothering it while it's sleeping or eating. Unlike a warning, reason #3, this usually happens more quickly and decisively. The cat doesn't give many signals beforehand, it goes straight to action. A short, clear bite, like hitting a stop button. This is common in cats that like to control their personal space. They don't dislike you, they just want their boundaries respected in their own way. If you pay attention, these kinds of bites often happen in specific situations, when you hold them too long, touch their belly, a sensitive area, or interrupt what they're doing. The message is very clear. That's enough. The best way to handle it isn't to react strongly, but to respect that signal. When you learn to stop at the right moment, your cat will feel safer and won't need to resort to stronger measures, like biting. If you found this helpful, comment 1, and I'll make a follow-up on how to train your cat to stop biting effectively. #7 Your cat is bored and has pent-up energy. Many people think cats are lazy, but in reality, they need daily physical activity and mental stimulation. Without enough play, no chasing, no simulated hunting, that energy builds up. And then you become the target. When cats don't get enough playtime, they create their own games. A moving hand, a swinging arm, these look like perfect opportunities to pounce and bite to release that stored energy. This isn't bad behavior, it's natural instinct that hasn't been properly channeled. This is especially common in young cats or indoor cats, where a lack of stimulation can make them overly energetic and sometimes a bit rough. The signs are quite clear. Your cat tends to bite when your hands are idle or when you make small movements. After biting, they often keep playing, running around like they're burning off energy. The solution isn't to suppress the behavior, but to redirect it. Spend time playing with your cat every day. Use wand toys, moving objects, or anything that triggers their hunting instinct. A cat that gets enough playtime is far less likely to see you as a toy. And #8 Your cat hasn't learned how to control its bite. Like children, cats aren't born knowing how to bite gently. This skill is usually learned when they're young through play with their mother and littermates. If they bite too hard, they get a reaction, and over time, they learn to adjust their strength. But if a cat is separated from its mother too early or grows up without proper social interaction, it may never learn this. The result, it still bites as if it's playing, but with too much force. This is especially common in kittens or cats raised alone. When they play with you, they don't realize they're hurting you simply because no one ever taught them the limits. You can recognize this when the cat bites without any signs of anger or tension. It's just playing, but a bit too rough. After biting, they remain relaxed and playful, not defensive at all. The good news is that this behavior can be corrected. Whenever your cat bites too hard, stop interacting immediately. No yelling, no punishment, just end the game. Over time, your cat will learn. Biting too hard equals losing attention. Patience and consistency are the key to teaching your cat how to bite properly.